No, not yet.
You gonna get it?
Yeah, probably. I'm not getting it yet though, cause I'm quarantined anyway. So.
You've been quarantined forever, huh? Since it started. I remember seeing like your story, like, yeah, I'm never fucking going outside.
Yeah, I'm never leaving my house again.
Makes sense. Makes sense with the
But why do you feel the need to quarantine so long?
I think for me, it's just because I don't want to give it to anyone else, because goodness forbid it. Like, since we're being younger, like, we get it, we get through it, blah, blah, blah. But I don't want to get it and, like, hand it to a bunch of bitches that can't, like, get rid of it, you know? So I don't want to be responsible for that.
You want that on your conscience.
Yo, welcome back to StanleyOni Boyz. It's your boy Griffin.
What's going on? It's your boy LB.
What's up? It's Adon, and today we're back joined
With the baddest bitch. Oh,
yeah, no introduction needed. Winter Vanity, thank you. And
Yes.
I say back because we had you on back when we had this in my spare bedroom. Yeah, about a year ago,
Yes,
actually.
Yes, a lot has changed within a year.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think?
I love this. Honestly, when y'all first upgraded, I was like, oh shit, hold on now.
Oh yeah, you like our vintage trap house feel when you
Yes,
walk in.
I did. I really liked it. I was kind of surprised. I didn't think it was going to be as big as it was.
All that's on purpose. All that's on purpose.
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
the disco
of course, of
lights,
course.
you got the open beer cans out there, all kinds of stuff.
It's almost like you could feel like, oh, there was like a crazy party going on last
But
night.
it
That's the
felt
feel
very
we're going
welcoming.
for.
Yeah, it felt welcoming now. I was happy.
Nothing's more welcoming than empty beer cans and fucking the smell of marijuana.
Yeah.
Yeah. But thank you for coming back on. So
course.
we had an episode, but then we reinvented ourselves. Got the new member Kelvin,
Yes.
and yeah. So we really wanted to redo that episode. And how you been? So also, I just want to say, huge congrats on getting 1 million followers on
Thank
TikTok.
you so much. Thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate it,
that
bro.
is that is
It's been
crazy.
It's been really crazy.
Yeah. So how's that been? How did that get to?
Honestly, it's been weird because I've only been doing TikTok since barely April of last year. So it's a little overwhelming.
Also, barely
just-
like a year.
Yeah, it's a little overwhelming though because it's all happening so fast. But I mean, I'm adjusting pretty quick, and it's honestly been really cool actually. But it's so weird having such a big internet presence and then real life. It's just really weird. It's
Yeah,
the difference between the two.
That is true. Because I mean, I don't know, I hear people saying my life in the streets is the same. Like my life at home's the same.
Yeah.
But I get on the internet, it's different.
Yeah, I have my home life and then my internet home life. It's
Yeah.
fun.
So it gets crazy. So let's go back a little bit. So obviously, you're a gay man, and right now you look beautiful as winter.
Thank you so much.
And was that real eye color?
No, it's not. They're fake.
look
Everything on me is fake at the moment.
Well, it looks
Except your heart.
Yeah, except the heart.
Yeah.
Boom.
So, and I remember when we first talked, you said you knew you were gay from right off the
Yes,
back, right?
yes.
So can you explain that to me? How was that knowing that you were when did you really find out, or when did you think?
You know what? That's actually really good. I knew when I was I knew when I was younger that I was different, but I didn't really know
What it was?
what it was. Just because I'm a kid, I don't know what sexuality is and blah blah blah.
Right.
So when I got older, around in middle school, I found out what bisexual was and blah blah blah. But I still didn't know what gay was. And then I started telling people I was bi. Sorry, ladies, but I started telling people I was bi. And then in middle school, and then my parents found out. And when my parents found out, it was a big conversation with them. But
How did they find out?
they found out because they went through my Facebook. They went through my Facebook and they
sneaky
read
parents,
yeah,
bro.
They read everything I said, and they kind of confronted me about it. And they were like, "Look, coming from a parent's perspective, when I was in middle school, I'm a child, you know.
Yeah.
So I think their initial reaction was what do you even know about sexuality and this and that? Just because what I was saying in those messages, I was trying to look cooler than what I actually was. So they were obviously worried, but I think their biggest thing was they knew that it was going to be hard for me, and they knew it was going to be dangerous for me, if I go out of the house and blah, blah, blah. So I think they did their best to prepare me as a child, but I think it took a lot of just with me and myself to learn who I was over time.
Thanks. So then, wow, yeah, and I guess because definitely here, I don't know, man, maybe in the South it's always harder, right?
Even
Small town.
Small town.
I'm older and I'm of course not afraid to be myself, but even sometimes when I do go out and I'm in drag, I worry because people see me and they'll be like, "Oh, look at this pretty lady," and then I talk and they hear my voice and they're like, "Wait, what the hell?" You know?
I don't know.
So it can be very
you
dangerous.
fool me still, honestly.
Yeah, I think you straight up, legit girl.
Oh, thanks.
I was drunk at a club. I'd definitely take you home. Easily, I would. Yeah. So, but that and also especially here. I mean, so obviously, I told you David here runs a recording studio and stuff, and they don't get a lot of colored folk here. You know, that's what a lot of people come here to record. And for the longest, they used to get them the neighboring what are businesses across here would actually think like something else is going on, calling cops, but they're literally just coming here and record.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I always tell people this, that like the reason I'm tough now is because we're like where we grew up, I'm gay and black. Like that's like the two worst things you can be. So I really feel like I'm only tough because of that, honestly.
Right.
Because I've had to deal with people's shit since I was a kid.
Dude, and I seen on your vlogs and stuff, and I was watching some of your little bit older ones, like whenever you first went to the liquor store dressed in
drag,
dressed in drag and stuff like that. I mean, it's because there's people out there that are gay and like they will never. They're
would
super
never.
scared of like going out like that, and imagine like dressing up completely and then posting it on the internet and all that. It takes a lot of courage, man. It takes a lot of courage.
But luckily, like, I don't know. I feel like because I get a lot of shit, obviously, over the internet, like every single day. But I think for me, it's just like, I know these people are at home upset with me, not the other way around. They're watching me. I'm not watching them. So like, they can be upset with
And
me.
you gotta
all they
realize
want.
like how shitty somebody's life gotta be for them to like take time out of their day to like
Exactly.
hate on somebody else, bro.
Yeah.
Cause like even if I saw something I didn't like I
I'm
wouldn't.
not gonna say anything.
I wouldn't
Never.
fucking stop and be like, you know what I mean?
I wouldn't
Like,
even give it a dislike. Like I wouldn't even like.
Exactly. You just keep going.
Yeah, and the fact that you would like comment, like you don't like it, don't look at it, like don't
Yeah.
look it up. Like what do you?
Exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, fuck. I mean, even like for the podcast, we've gotten like some like hate like that for like stuff like that. You know, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's stupid. It's
So,
really
yeah, so I
stupid.
could only imagine what you.
But it's just like, especially with the virus now, a lot of these people get their personality from the internet, and all they know is the internet. So a lot of these people just like, you can tell that this is all they know.
But what do you
know?
think? What do you think is the long term effect on that? That can't be good, right?
Not at all, because it's like once you go back out in public and you have to like say in Dalton, like if someone in Dalton were to talk about me, blah blah blah, Dalton's too small. Like you're gonna
you're gonna
see
find
me,
out.
you know.
Uh-huh.
So it's like it's one of those
Shit.
situations.
You gonna fucking see me.
You want to see me in these fucking streets, bro?
But it's for real,
Don't
like,
make me take these fucking hoops off from here.
But it's just like it's one of those situations where like you're gonna have to confront that situation or that person eventually. So it's like you can't hide forever, you know.
I heard the bigger the hoops, the better you fight.
Yeah, bigger the
You
hoops, the
already
better
know
the
what it-
hands,
yeah,
dog.
You already know what
That's what
it
they say.
is.
Man, can you live that up, dude? If you get your ass whooped by somebody in a fucking wig, dude.
Yeah, for real.
Can you get
And in
like,
heels
damn.
too.
Yo, we went out to the bottom of the day. Kev got his ass kicked, dog.
Yo, but I think it was on Instagram that you had posted up a story or like it was like a story for you, like you were kind of saying about when you went out to Tenoch one time and like a guy was hitting on you or something and like he thought you were a girl but you're like
Oh
as like
yeah.
as Chris.
Yeah, I went out and it's just, I mean, even sometimes when I go out, like, and I'm not dressed up, people will still think I'm a girl, which I don't get. but-
Really?
yeah, all the time. It's crazy.
Wow.
But like when I do go out in drag, it's a little weird because like half the guys want me, find out that I'm a dude, and then all of a sudden they're mad. Like the first time we went to Tenoch and like the police came, some guy, his name's Kevin, and he came up to me. And he basically told me that people were talking shit about me that I didn't even know.
Yeah.
That like people have been talking shit about me the whole night. I mean, granted, I'm in like this black dress and yellow hair, but still like. But me and him, the guy who told me that, we actually ended up becoming friends because he defended me against like random ass people that didn't even know me.
Yeah. Well, I don't like why talk shit. I don't know. It literally just doesn't. I never understood. Like,
It
doesn't
kind of
make
makes me
sense.
feel like a bad bitch, honestly.
No, but yeah, well, it's true. When you get haters, it means you're doing something right.
Yeah,
like, which
exactly.
is a shitty thing, but it's true nowadays.
Yeah,
you know,
it's very true nowadays.
you know, it's.
Yeah, I feel like the hate comes from like people who don't want to understand because
Yeah.
for example like we've gone to Alan Gold's a couple times. Like, it's a fun place, like really fun place. And then, like we try to invite other friends to go and stuff like that. They're like, "Nah, dude, that's a gay bar. I don't want to go there. This and that,
Yeah.
blah blah." It's just
I feel like with a lot of straight guys, it's that masculinity, and they're very fragile. They don't know how to like be calm around gay people, know how to act and blah blah because they don't want to be looked at as that. But a lot of the time, these straight guys are gay and just don't want to say anything. But I'm like, whoever's out there that like you're not living your life, I promise you, things get so much better.
Or they don't want to be around it because they feel like if they're around it, like the truth.
Yeah,
like,
their
feelings
true self
gonna
will come out. Yeah,
Because
exactly.
they've been hiding that shit for so long. So they're like, fuck, if I'm around a bunch of gay dudes, what if like I start thinking these shit thoughts again?
we just start sucking them off right there.
Right there, dude. It's right there on the
This is
spot.
it. This is where it comes.
No, last time we went to Alan Gold's, we actually went with Buddha, and it was a couple. So it was me and my wife, which were just dating at the
Shout
time.
out Tanya one time, gang.
Shout out
gang.
Tanya.
And then we took a Don and we took Buddha, and there's another couple there that we just randomly ran into, and the dude was like, "Hey man, my wife said I need to find two guys to take shirts off with me."
Okay.
He's like, if I don't find nobody by the end of the night, I'm gonna have to sleep on the couch. He's like, I really don't want to sleep on the couch. This dude's like 7 foot tall. He was really like tall,
Huge.
big dude.
He was huge.
And he's like, dude, he's like, we just got a love seat. I don't want to sleep on the couch. And I was like, all right, man, I got you. I was like, give me a minute. Then we'll get my boys. We'll be back. I got him and I got Buddha, and like we took our shirts off and we were like shirtless for like the whole 30 minutes.
Picture will be up there, man.
We're dancing, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. And then I remember I saw security come. I'm like, fuck, security's gonna fucking tell us to put our shirts on.
He
came.
took his shirt off too.
Right. See, everyone's like, oh my gosh, you should go to Allen Gold's, but I wanted to go, but now I feel like it's too late for me to go because all the people and all that other shit like that. But I always wanted to go. But I never got to go because there's so many people around. I get now that the virus happened, I just get very paranoid around people.
Really?
Paranoid,
Yeah,
like just.
Yeah, it's
What do you
bad.
like? Because of like what? Like
I honestly think it's because now I've been in the house for so long to where like when I leave the house now, the first thing in my head, like I can be comfortable, like I'm comfortable right now, but in the back of my brain, it's like go home, go home, go home. Like you're supposed to be at home. Just because like, I don't know, ever since it happened, I just like worry about that kind of stuff now. And that's why I quit my job because I just didn't want to be around people anymore.
But you know, how long do you think it's gonna last, bro? You can't be living your whole life like this.
See, honestly, my parents say the same thing. My dad's always like, you got to get out of the house. And I'm like, for what?
Look at me, man. I'm kissing strangers all the time.
That's true. That's true. I mean, no, but I will say that it does kind of make it, because I do get that too. Because I'm going to school right now and we're doing like COVID precautions, all of that, and you know we're hand sanitizing. And every time we get up, we clean our desk. Which I'm kind of thinking, I'm like, yo, we used to never clean our desks. We used to never use this so much hand sanitizer.
It's just crazy, like
we were
how
fucking disgusting.
we used to live before, and then versus now, it's so gross.
Yeah, because now we like social. There's like 3 seats apart from everybody, and I'm just like, we used to be on top of each other, like no mask, no nothing. It is kind of crazy when you think about it.
It is really crazy, like that. This is like our normal now, because when you go out, this is all you see, you know.
Yeah, they're like, you don't even have hand sanitizer, you fucking scum.
Yeah, literally.
That's just fucking. What do you think? That's really counterproductive, man. That's counterproductive.
That's funny.
So how was your life growing up? So after you figured out, were you open with after your parents knew, were you open with your friends and everybody else
I was
like in
more
school?
open with my friends and my parents, just because it was one of those situations where the people who were around me were the same age as me, so it was just way easier to talk to them. And the only reason it was hard, I'm an only child, so like.
Oh, I remember you saying that.
Yeah,
only
I'm an
child.
only child, so like when I was growing up and my parents found out about my sexuality, I thought they didn't like me. So like having no brother and sister, feeling like I had no parents, like it made me like very independent, I guess I could say. But if anything, like as hard as it was, I really feel like I needed it to go through that to become who I am today for sure. Because I feel like without it, I'd probably be some like weak bitch, but I'm not.
No, I said, and we talked about it last time. So you're very mature, very well spoken. Like
you.
It's great because how old are you? If you don't mind me
I'm
asking.
23. I turned 24 in August.
Okay, because you're definitely younger, you know, but you're very mature for your age.
Thank you.
And so when did the social media stuff and the YouTube and everything, when did that start?
YouTube started like my senior year of high school. So I've been technically on the internet for a while, but this whole TikTok shit really started kicking up as of recently. It was like I was doing Omega videos on TikTok, and that was like going fine. I think I had like
Omega, like the
random
the
chat
video
thing.
chat thing. Okay,
It's not just dicks though, bro.
I always thought it was just a bunch of
It was a bunch of dicks and like
just dudes
yelling
masturbating
at me. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like those videos that I was doing were getting like a lot of attention, so I was like, let me keep doing this shit. And I think I was around like 300K followers is when I stopped doing Omega videos, because I got this guy and he had a British accent, so obviously he's not from here. And he was like, you look like Mia Khalifa. And I thought he said that to like catch me off guard.
Mia Khalifa.
But all of a sudden he goes, but it's okay, I'll be in Dalton next week.
What?
Yeah, he tracked my IP address. What? And then he almost said my address and I skipped the call. So after that, I was like, fuck that. It was super scary.
How do you, how?
Like, I don't know how to do it,
because
but it's
people were
easy,
telling
though.
me like, hey, Winter, like this is dangerous. You don't want to get on the set. I'm like, y'all shut up. And then when it happened to me, I was like, oh,
you're right.
It's some like real hacker motherfuckers.
yeah.
out
And
there.
then like that scared me. So I told my followers, I was like, hey, y'all, like I'm not doing this anymore. But I had gotten a lot of my followers from doing their own Michael videos. So then when I said that, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I started to lose a ton of followers. And like the whole follower number doesn't matter to me, but it made me feel like shitty because I'm like, damn, that's the only reason these people are here.
That's why they knew you for.
So I was going through like this little sad phase. And then all of a sudden, one of my older videos, and I don't know why, started to pop off again. And I'm like, what video is this? So I have to scroll down real far on my page. And it's just got 1 million views all of a sudden. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then the day I broke my nail, I posted a video about it, and I went live afterwards. And normally when I went live, like there was only like 20 to 30 people there. All of a sudden, the comments started going really fast, and there was 300 people on my live. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, why are there so many people here? And the comments are like, your video's blowing up right now. And I'm like, what are y'all talking about? The video of me where my nail broke blew up. And then after that, I started just doing these like taking your picture videos. And then over time, I just got 1 million.
What was in this breaking your nail video? What did you just...
Literally, I was in a wig cap, contacts, no makeup, and I was like, y'all, I just broke, like my hand was shaking so bad because it like ripped everything off. And I was like, y'all, I just broke a nail, but anyway, I'm about to do my makeup. And then I went live right after that. So I didn't know that
that
my
it got
shit's
so
popping
big.
off.
Yeah,
I didn't know. So when people are telling me, I'm like, what the hell? And then I saw it, and yeah.
That's so crazy, dude.
Yeah.
But TikTok's like, it's huge. There's so many people on there.
So many people.
That's
And
why
I
it's
think
like...
it makes me a little nervous sometimes, just because like to realize how big the app actually is. Like there's certain sides of TikTok that I've never even seen before. Like the really big I've never even seen them before. Like it's like everybody, I feel like everybody has their own little different world on TikTok. So like it's weird how big it is.
It's also because it's like, I feel like they say more people spend more time on it because it's just so quick. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
And this thing just randomly pop up and people can just spend hours and hours.
Yeah,
just
you just get
scrolling.
lost in it. You just start one video, like, oh, I'm just going to do this for 10 minutes.
And the next thing you know,
On there for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
See, I'm one of those people that refuse to download TikTok. But you know how Instagram has the Reels now?
Yeah.
Which is pretty much like TikTok. And yeah, I'm on there forever, dude. I'm on
Yeah.
there forever.
I was like that too. I was like, I'm not downloading.
Because our
fucking
most
TikTok.
viewed podcast is what? The Mia one still? And it's like 300 and something
Yeah.
views or something?
Yeah,
And
well, now,
it's-
no, probably, yeah, but now I think it's Eek. I think Eek beat her.
But yeah, but then as soon as we posted our first TikTok, it was like 1,000, like 2,500
Which is
views,
insane.
like, right away. Like, what the fuck?
We ended up getting like, I think 4 or 5 videos like at 3K.
That's good.
But then after that, everything we started posting was like 200, 100.
it happens. It goes straight up and down like all the time.
And then we just stopped.
Yeah, we're bad about consistency, man.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So the TikTok
It's
shit
not.
just...
It's not okay, Winner. Don't. It's not okay. Tell us to get our shit
This is
together.
consistent though. This
Well,
is
yeah, this
this
is,
is.
but we need that social media presence. We need that.
yeah.
We always say we're gonna do more skits. We're gonna do funny like stuff
We're
like
gonna do
that.
Oh,
We're
and
gonna,
you just
we're gonna
never
make a
do-
commercial for t-shirts.
Yeah,
so
we got merch, but we haven't made nothing. Yeah.
Y'all gotta get on that.
I know, we're
We're also,
idiots.
we're also like talking about trying to do like more YouTube stuff, like YouTube channels.
it's
No, I need to
okay.
get back on YouTube.
I got those
for
other
real.
shirts in my house in the boxes. Every
No,
time a
exactly.
girl comes over, I give her one, dude. I'm like, here, babe.
That's so
It's
bad.
on.
Yeah, no, we're terrible about that. And we're trying to get there. And that's also one thing I want to say, because you edit and do all your videos too, right? God, it looks so good. It's just very,
Thank you.
very, I mean, it's gonna sound stupid, but it's very YouTube-y. Like that's
thank
when I
you.
see it, that's a YouTube
Yeah.
star, you know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah.
It gets tough though, like that editing shit, especially with nails. Like this shit gets annoying sometimes.
So like,
Biggest problem ever is like these nails.
so like compared to like editing on YouTube compared to like editing on TikTok, like how's the difference
It's
there?
so different. And honestly, I think TikTok's just so much easier. That's why I'm more frequent on TikTok than I am YouTube, just because with TikTok, I can just click this sound, do it myself, blah, blah, blah. Like,
Right.
it's not as much work because somebody else already put the sound. All I got to do is be funny. So, like, I did this, but with YouTube, you got to set it up, blah, 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 put it in the computer, da, da, da. I mean, some of my stuff that I post on TikTok, I put on my computer, but most of it I can just do on my phone. It's really easy.
Yeah.
Because I feel like once you get the hang of it, you're good.
Remember, I was looking some of your, looking you up on YouTube, some of your stuff, and I saw like a separate channel like uploaded one of your TikToks.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So you know how like though like somebody would have like, oh, Winter Vanity compilation TikToks,
yeah.
whatever. Like that's when you know you made it. Whenever there's like,
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
that's I forgot what TikTok it was.
There was people posting me on Twitter too, and because I don't have Twitter. I mean, I do, but I don't really get on there like
Yeah.
that. People have been posting me on Twitter too, and I had just no idea.
Yeah, but because I remember it was actually I remember it was the look, there's someone that's scrolling through TikTok and not getting their shit together. And you take a picture. I was like, you know, do those fucking assignments or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so. But yeah, it's crazy. That's when you know when like someone else like uploading this because people were asking
Yeah,
for
because you
another.
don't know them at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. It's been honestly, the only thing that's weird for me now is just like whether I like it or not, my name is out there, and I'm more of a private person. But like regardless of anything, my name's out there. My whole full government name's out there. You know, so I feel like that's the only thing that comes with it.
You ever wish like you didn't use like your actual real first name for real last name?
Yeah, like especially when I was younger and stuff like that. It's just how dangerous the internet can be. I really wish I would have just waited a while when I first made my channel than doing my like whole full name, but it's cool now, I guess.
Yeah. Especially because dudes are creepy, man.
Very creepy.
I feel bad for girls, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like especially like going out all the time.
Dangerous.
Like I just see how guys just approach girls, and I'm like, dude,
they
you,
don't care.
you just did that like in the weirdest fucking way possible.
It was like
bro.
that video
Like,
Adon said this on Instagram. He was like, he's like the best pickup line ever. He's like, hey, you got a cute pussy.
Oh my god.
Oh, it
He
is.
was like, what?
Oh, it's so
It's
bad.
so bad, dude.
Like, sir, we're at a gym.
It's crazy.
We're at a fucking Whole Foods. Do you mind?
But it was like off a movie or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, no, fucking hopefully.
It was
no.
like a black dude and an Asian guy, and they were like frat boys working out and doing stuff.
It's always the frat boys.
And like there were just two girls working out, just minding their business, just working out. And like he's like, "Hey, watch this! I'm gonna go mac on these girls real quick." And like the black dude comes up to him, he's like, "Hey, you got a cute pussy." And the Asian dude's like, "What?"
I would have thrown up.
Oh my
To
god.
the road, no, instantly, just puke
Instant.
But
everywhere.
yeah, no, I mean, dude's a piece of shit sometimes, dude.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Agreed.
Hell yeah, dog.
Man, and you're still attracted to him. That's crazy.
I know, I hate it. That's like the biggest inconvenience.
So, speaking of that, so how was the dating scene growing up then?
Honestly,
Did
a lot
you
of
date?
my,
Did you just like sneaky links, sneaky hookups?
A lot of my relationships were like long distance kind of things, just because there was nobody in Dalton that really like caught my attention like that. So a lot of my relationships have been long. I've never dated anybody in Dalton, and if I
Really?
did, it was like in elementary school for like 2 days. So I
Yeah.
don't count that obviously. But I've
Right.
never dated anybody from Dalton.
Wow.
It's
So,
always been long distance.
so how was the long distance relationships, and how did that like come about?
Well, shit. Honestly, like
Hold on, I want to know first about this elementary school thing, dude.
No, let's go. Let's go.
Who do you date in elementary school? They don't say their name, but like,
I dated like 2 girls in elementary school.
oh, you dating girls? Hell
I
yeah.
mean, no, we're not. And it's so crazy because the girls I dated in elementary school, we all turned out gay. All of us. It's so funny. We all turned out
Wow.
gay.
So you guys
yeah.
like keep in touch and stuff still?
No,
No.
I don't like that bitch. But
Yeah, so you can tell there was something manly about them. Like, that was like,
and then
some
like
sorta-
when we got older and we looked at it, we were like, wait a minute.
that makes sense now.
But it's just always been like, I don't know. A lot of dudes in Dalton just don't keep my attention like that.
Damn, fuck us, huh, dude? Fuck us, guys. It's all right. It's all
But
right.
I don't know. Long distance dating is, I don't know.
It's
kinda-
it sounds terrible. I did it for a while. It's awful.
It's like it can be really good, but it also can be really bad. But it also depends on who your partner is, like as a person. Like if they're down to be in a long distance relationship with you, then they can be really good. But if they're not, then it's not gonna work.
Yeah. But I don't know.
How long is too long though? Like is Japan too long?
Oof. See, I dated always in America, like across. The farthest I've dated was West Virginia.
So like, you're still drivable, like get there. within
Yeah,
a
I used
day.
to go visit there all the time.
Really?
I actually lived there for like a
West
brief-
Virginia?
What?
Yeah.
When?
Oh
Yeah.
my god, I lived. When the fuck did? Like what? 2017,
What the
I
fuck is in
think.
West Virginia?
So it's like
Nothing.
not too
The
Nothing
song.
Dalton
The
small?
song.
That is this. It's this
West
big.
Virginia.
The West Virginia was literally that big. Like there was nothing to do. But I got a job and I got everything. I was almost like really established.
Damn.
But what the fuck?
Well,
is
so
West
did you move out there because of the relationship?
Yes, I moved there because of the relationship, and then
Oh, wait,
I
how long were you with this person that you decided to move out there?
I was. With
Oh, you're gonna say something wild. A day? You're gonna say something.
In total, we were together for like. Oh my bad. We were together for like 3-ish years.
Oh, okay.
We were
long.
long distance for a year, and then that's when I started to visit and things like that.
Ah, that's not crazy.
Yeah, it's not too bad. But then when I moved there, like dropped everything, moved out there, got a job, you know.
Right.
Like 2 months in, this bitch, boyfriend at the time, literally takes me to the park one day after I got a job, looks me in my face and goes, "Hey, I don't love you anymore."
What?
Yeah.
You just moved out
told
there.
He told me he did not love me.
What?
And I had
Why?
who knows?
What do you mean?
actually,
No,
I
you didn't
know.
ask him why. He's like, all right, I'm leaving.
He wasn't gay anymore.
What?
Oh.
He
Yeah, he
wasn't
switched
gay
up.
anymore.
That reminds me of the dude. Was a dude that's like, I'm not gay no more. I
Yeah.
don't like Vince no more.
What?
Like he cheated on me 2 or 3 times with women, and my stupid ass stayed because I was like really insecure.
Yeah.
And then like when I got out there, he basically told me like, "Look, I don't love you anymore. I'm not gay anymore." And I'm like, "What the fuck am I out here?" You know? But like,
What?
it was just I ended up going back home, but I don't know. It was a crazy time.
That is how? How do you just
Wow.
yeah.
how do you do that? And how do you do that to somebody else that Move all the way
Yeah,
out
like
there.
just
Right.
dropped all your shit.
And
you're
it's
doing
so
here.
crazy to me because like his biggest thing was like he felt like his family was judging him. But like before I got around, his family was extremely homophobic. I like switched all their point of views and blah blah blah. All this just for you to be like, just kidding.
Also,
Wow.
you were
Bitch.
so like you were like met the family, like
Oh yeah,
interacted
I was
with
in
them
there.
and
I was
everything.
in there.
Damn.
I know
Damn.
you said earlier, you're like, that's fucked up. Like, why would you do that? But I feel like honestly, that's the best thing that could have happened to you. 'Cause
No, I think so too.
that he did it like right off the jump. Well, not right off the jump, but at least early on.
Yeah.
Because it didn't waste your time. Because imagine he would have done that fucking 5 or that shit happens to people like 10 years fucking later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And sometimes it's like the other way around. It's like some dude with like wife and kids and shit is like, I'm gay, honey. And then they just fucking bounce, bro.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's one of those situations where like for me that was so hard just because like it was my first real relationship like that. So like my last straw was my stupid ass went to visit. Mind you, after he told me he didn't love me anymore, I went back. So I went back.
What the fuck?
I know. I was so insecure. And then I went back. And then when I, like, the last straw for me was I had visited and I came back home and I was on FaceTime with him. And
Dude,
when
this
I,
dude's dick must have been huge. Bro.
and then
Let me see a picture right now.
but when I left, we were talking about me coming back to get an apartment. So I was going to go back to West Virginia, move again. We're FaceTiming and he had a hickey on his neck. And I'm like, and I said, you know what? Fuck this. Hung up, blocked him, blocked his family, never
yeah.
talked to him again.
Good.
Because I was so
How do you
sick
know
of
it's
this shit.
hickey though?
How could you not?
Like I have sensitive skin. Sometimes I get like red, like stuff.
That's just what he tells his girlfriend whenever she catches up. That's just don't listen
I
to
know
him.
him too. Like I know his thing is hickey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like this big ass hickey.
Oh, this is like
Yeah.
yeah.
So I knew. And then like he tried to pull off some fake ass bug bite. I was shut the fuck up.
Bug
Yeah.
bite.
George.
You know I have sensitive skin, George.
He does have sensitive
I
skin,
do.
but you can tell the difference in hickey. and
No,
sensitive
you
skin.
got
Yeah. And then like after that, I just never really talked to him again. And then come to find out a couple years later after we broke up, mind you, we were together for 2.5 years. After we broke up, he got engaged like 3 months afterwards
To a dude?
to a woman.
Wow.
And wore my sweater in his wedding photos.
What?
Wow, that just sounds straight up out of spite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
just to
the
be like
funny thing
petty
is,
as
Yeah.
fuck.
he misses me way more than I misses him.
Hell, I bet.
He hit
I
me
bet.
up like a couple months ago.
Isn't it?
How long, so this was what, back 2017 when you ended it, or
No, this was recently, a couple
But
months ago.
when was the last time you spoke to him?
Recently, a couple months ago. He was asking for me back
Oh,
years later because we haven't been together in 3 years.
Yeah. Okay. So 3. Wow. So that's something like that's gonna end up what Kelvin was saying. Family, kids, and like, yo, honey, I'm gay. Like,
Yeah,
I'm,
And honestly, I feel bad for the girl because it's just one of those situations where, like, I don't know. I think he was trying to change himself based off society's standpoint, which is
Probably.
a sad situation, but
Yeah.
I can't help you with that, you know? I just feel, if anything, I just feel bad for him, her. Like, I feel bad for all of them. But that's not my problem.
no,
Yeah.
not anymore.
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude.
now he's just in your DMs, like with everybody else is in your DMs.
Yeah.
How is your DMs? I bet they're flooded.
They are, but I, like, when it got to the point where it says, like, 99 plus, I don't even check them anymore. 'cause
99 plus.
Yeah, there's no
Damn.
point.
What makes you decide if you're gonna leave a guy on red or not leave him on red?
Oh, I can always tell when a guy is actually interested in me versus actually just interested in Winter. Because a lot of the times a guy thinks like this isn't all the time thing, but I'll take this wig off right now. Like this isn't
Yeah.
like this isn't me, you know?
How often would you say you're Winter?
Like every other day. I just
Oh, okay.
because
That's
like
still pretty
because
often.
I don't put on makeup every day because my poor skin, but like I like every other day. But a lot of guys like just want the physical aspect of it and think like, oh yeah, I'll have like a pretty blah blah blah, but
Right.
like that's not what it is. So I can tell when a guy just wants me for that, like pretty quick. Guys don't know how to talk to people.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I feel
We
like that's
don't.
how it would be. Like I
Yeah.
feel like if, when you were a girl, I'd be like, "What's up, babe? Come here." But I feel like when you be like in Chris mode, I'd be like, "Hey, bro, let's play some video games." dog."
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
I mean, you're just good look in general, dude. I mean, like
thank
when
you.
you're Chris, is just a very handsome man. And I love your hair.
Yeah, you still got
I
like
cut
the
it.
long.
Oh my god, I cut it.
No,
I did.
How short?
It's like to here now. It was down to here and like.
But it's still.
Yeah, it's still a fro though.
I
but
mean,
it's
okay,
cut.
I was about to. I thought you got like a ball
What did
fade
you
or something.
What did you cut? Is it back to like the other thing where like you said like even when you're dressed like even when you're as Chris, people are still like thinking you're a girl?
No,
with
it
long
wasn't
hair?
like for me. Honestly, I hadn't got a haircut since 3rd grade. So like,
Yeah.
my hair
Really?
was long. Yeah, my hair was long as shit. So I'm like, it's just I might as well cut it. Like I've had it for so long. Let's just do it. And honestly, it's been so much easier for me because my wigs and shit. So I like it. It's easier for me to sleep too. Like it's not as much hair for me to lay on.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I've been growing my hair out, and it's annoying.
Yeah.
It's getting to the point like I want to get braids like this guy, but not as long as this guy. But yeah, like I get out the shower, it's just extra time just drying it. I gotta put stuff in it. Like right now, like it's not as bad, but like
My hair's just always in a bun, honestly.
yeah, I mean, that's what I got mine.
Imagine The Rock, bro. How easy is his hair routine, dude? You just
bald.
Yeah.
Wake
in
up and just
in there, dude. That's it.
Well, all the other fucking time he spends not fixing his hair, he's working out. So it's just it bounces out.
And talking about cutting things off, check out Big Zach's. Boom, right there. There's a commercial. Roll it.
Oh, hey, coming from the StanleyOni Boyz here. Ever want to throw some axes? Do you live in the Northwest Georgia area? Well, right here in Don, Georgia, we have big axe throwing. At Big Axe, you can bring all your family and friends and throw axes. You can even play Jenga like my boy Don right here.
Hey, Don from StanleyOni Boyz. Here at Big Zach's, we're veteran owned, veteran friendly. Nothing like having a couple beers, throw a couple axes with your friends. Isn't that right, Griffin? Oh, hey, it's Griffin.
And when you get your first bullseye here at Big Zach's, you get Vikinged up, and you get a picture, go on the wall.
We also have seasonal leagues where people can come out and participate in an 8-week league event for a chance to win some medals and medallions.
So make sure you go check them out at 825 Chattanooga Avenue.
We're just not a business, we're a family. Axe on!
So when did the YouTube stuff start? And like, what made you want to start it?
With YouTube, honestly, I liked YouTube since I was a kid. I was a big fan of like Shane Dawson when he was cool and other people like that.
Well, what's the? So I follow YouTube a lot. I'm on YouTube more than anything.
Are you gonna ask me about the drama? Because I have no idea.
Okay, because I don't know either. So I'm on like I don't know. I watch a bunch of like fighting channels and shit like that.
Shane Dawson.
He's a big
He's an old
YouTuber.
YouTuber.
Yeah, like back in what's that one
He
guy?
was really popular in like 2011.
Like the Ray Williams guy.
Yeah,
Is that
like
anyone?
those
like
kind
that,
of
like
YouTubers.
those YouTubers.
Very early.
You don't watch
2000s.
YouTube, Joe. How the fuck you asking if you don't
I
know?
don't know, dude. That's what I was asking. Who's
Always wasting
Nah, but
goddamn
he
time.
got like canceled though, right?
Yeah, but
But you don't know why? Because I don't know why either.
I think he was saying like
something
like
to do with
weird
animals.
Animals?
It was about fucking like raping kids.
animals?
What?
There's something about like him saying like that rape was okay, but like in a he used to,
I do remember that he said that on an interview.
but he was saying it like in a jokey kind of way, but people were like, nah. And then
not
they like
funny.
traced back his shit, and he was like been saying like just weird shit, like
About
if-
kids?
And if
like,
you
a
watch like his old content, you can see like, oh shit, like this isn't like.
yeah, he was
what?
saying shit like if a 7-year-old is cute enough, like he'd have sex
Oh,
with them or something like
what?
that. Just like weird shit like that, dog. Just like
Mass.
Yo, I was like, this ain't nothing the same, but I watched Shrek today.
No, yeah, there's definitely nothing the same.
And there's so many adult jokes in there that it's just fucking funny that I never caught
the little
before.
puppets. They're like something. Watch it.
Face.
Yeah.
Please keep up on the grass, shine your shoes, wipe your face.
Yeah, no, but like, and then like Shrek 2, like he looks at Lord Farquaad's like castle. He's like, you think he's comps?
His name is
compensated for something?
his name is literally Lord Fuckward. Like Fuckward.
Fuckward.
Yeah, Lord Fuckwad. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's like, you think he has a big ass castle because he's short? And
Really
Yeah.
compensating for.
Yeah.
Nah,
like-
yeah. Shrek's great.
It's like dudes with big trucks, dude. They always have giant dicks.
No, I think it's supposedly the other way
opposite.
around. Feel bad for dudes who just want a big truck and they're just like,
Yeah.
I just want a big truck. Just that's it.
Or people who are just born Asian, man.
What is that? Like, come on.
People are always
No,
people
like,
are,
that stereotype.
people
that,
are
like,
always gonna
Asians-
think you have a little dick, even if you don't have you have a massive dick.
But it's just some stupid stereotype. It's
Yeah,
so
and then you're an
stupid.
Asian dude, and then it's like same thing as a
Yeah.
black. Imagine being a black dude with a little dick, bro. Like,
Yeah.
No.
like a girl goes to
'Cause I
fuck
feel
you,
like a lot of
and they're like,
people-
"Oh my god, it's a black dude. He obviously has a giant dick." You take your pants down, even if it's average size. It's like,
I don't know. It's stupid ass stereotypes. It's weird.
It's crazy because it's so like,
Yeah, like Mexicans
Everywhere.
being alcoholics.
yeah, like people ask him like, yo, can you fix my car? Dude, I can't. I don't know. Dog. I don't know how to do anything. But so, sorry. So you always loved YouTube and then you started watching it, and so then you're like, oh, I could do this. I could try this.
Yeah, because I had like a couple of cameras and shit like that, but it wasn't anything like special. But I think for me, like on my senior year, I wanted to start vlogging my senior year. So that's when I just started like vlogging basically every single day. But it's a little fun because I can like go
Is
back.
that still on YouTube?
It is, but it's all private.
Okay, because I went to literally today. I went to your oldest video, and it was you were talking about a story time about when you went running with your father.
Oh yeah,
I
I
think that's
privated half my old videos.
Yeah,
They're
so
all
I think that was
gone
one of
now.
that's the most oldest one. But anyway, sorry. Keep on.
Yeah, I just started vlogging, and then like it's cool for me because I can like if I want, I can watch my senior year. But I think YouTube got harder for me just because like I have such high expectations for myself, I guess I could say. So like when my things weren't turning out how I wanted them to, like I'd really get down on myself about it. So like but when I found TikTok and it was a little easier, I think that's like why I gravitated toward that a little more. It's because it was a little easier.
So how's like the how's the hate and the love between YouTube and TikTok?
Oh God! Like for the love on TikTok definitely outshines the hate for sure. Like me, like one thing I really like about TikTok is me and my followers have a really, really good relationship. Like at any moment, if I post it right now, it was like 3 a.m. I'd be like, I'm bored. Can someone talk to me? I've got anybody, like me and my followers have a really good connection, but they also get an attitude with me all the time. One time I was like, I can't stand y'all. And they were like, okay, we'll sit down. I was like, okay. But I think but what comes with the good relationship with my followers is like, I read my comments. So I can see anything anyone says about me. So I see all the negative shit too. But like, my love outshines my hate by for sure. But a lot of the people hating on me is like, random ass straight guys, and I'm like, why are you even here? First of all, like, why am I?
Dude, because they're gay. They're gay. That's the only thing that makes
Same thing
sense.
as earlier, bro. It's just miserable people that something going on in their. There's something deeper going on in their life, so they go online and go lash it out.
Much
stuff.
deeper.
But what you said about like the YouTube thing, that you were like that you had like high expectation for stuff, and it didn't like do whatever you thought it was gonna do, so you kind of like got discouraged about it. I would say like what helps me, because I do music, and what helps me like especially like with the
sometimes.
Yeah.
You do music, dude?
Yeah.
News to all of us here, man.
Hey, cover those music.
Yeah. Check them out, apparently.
But fuck you guys, man. You
Sorry.
made me lose my train of thought, man.
But with your music,
But
love, hate, YouTube.
Yeah, the YouTube thing. So, like, I remember like putting out the song and putting out the video is two completely different processes. Because the song is Spotify, and that's very easy because that's just like you just put on a fuck ton of playlists. People listen to it. Next thing you know, it has fucking thousands of views. It's easy. But YouTube is harder because you gotta like put it out there and then just like kind of hope motherfuckers watch it. You know what I mean?
Yourself and all that other kind of stuff like that.
And my first video that I dropped was a video with this girl named Nina. It's called Yo Te Quiero, and the video is basically about me cheating on her, and then like but it's like a love story. So obviously like it did great. The video did great. But then the video after that was Rumba, right?
Yeah.
And then that was more of a like dancey, like girls shaking their ass in the video type deal, and it didn't do as good. And first I was like kind of like, damn, well this video did this much, this one didn't do this one. So now I'm kind of learning of just kind of like just go into something with no expectation.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
told like a lot of people when they ask me about content creating and stuff like that, that's exactly how you have to look at it. Because like there's been hella things that I've like busted my ass for 2 views. Something me just doing like a thumbs up, 1 million views. So like for me, I just learned to be thankful for everything and like every view I get, regardless of how much work I put into it. As long as I'm proud of my own product. And like if I'm proud of it, I know other people who will be proud of it will flock to it and things like that. I think it's just about having high hopes but low expectations, I guess I could say.
And I feel like a lot of people that start doing stuff like internet stuff or whatever, like that's what they discourage. Because like, where's everybody? Why is nobody doing that? Like, bro, like
that's not how it works.
it doesn't work, man. You gotta just be consistent and just put it out.
Literally, I mean,
expected with the podcast.
literally just to be huge right off the bat.
Yeah, like 2 years in and be like somewhere else in Hollywood or
I
something.
thought we were gonna be on Joe Rogan's show, you know?
Like flying people out.
No, but
We're at Tunnel Hill though. We're getting closer to Hollywood.
I mean, but it is
We're
just
20 miles closer to Hollywood, George.
But literally, consistency is a thing. I mean, like you said, like I mean, from you know, the one mic that we had and like the big monitor to
Couches.
we have
mics.
couches now and mics and
Correct.
no, our biggest flex is a coat rack.
And then you get
dude.
it all little by little, so you don't really like appreciate it as much. But then when you think about it, like from the first day till now, you're like, fuck.
Definitely. Like when I look at my drag and like all the clothes and all the wigs I have, I'm like, damn, like I didn't expect me to get here, but I'm here.
So how many wigs do you have?
Oh God, I have like 25 to 27.
It looks like almost like your real hair.
Oh, don't look too hard though. Don't look too hard.
I mean, that's what I was noticing the whole time. Like, actually,
It looks like legit. Like
Yeah. Expensive, you know.
yeah, it looks good. Well,
So, like, what's the process of putting it on? Like,
Oh, literally, everybody thinks, especially when they see like
There's
my
a video
curly
right
hair.
here of her putting on.
Everybody thinks it's this complicated thing, but literally, it has three, like a clip here and a clip here. I literally just put it on my head and clip it in.
that a
Like,
lace
that's
front?
it. Yeah, it's a lace front.
what do you do with your hair? Do you braid it or
I
just?
put it in a bun. Like the hair I had before I cut it, I would like put it in two braids and then put it in a bun. But with this, I can just put it in a bun. It's so much easier.
I only know about lace front because every girl rapper ever be like, just always say something about
About
lace
the
front.
lace front,
Yeah.
yes, of
I
course.
feel like you can rap. Can you rap?
Oh my god, it's so funny you say that because a little like I can write, but I can't freestyle. I can write and rap, but I can't freestyle.
You
at
need,
all.
bro.
That's, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I can't freestyle. A lot of people can't freestyle.
can you rap
yeah.
in Spanish?
No, I can't rap in Spanish.
Yeah.
I can barely speak English. So-
It's crazy because I sing in Spanish. I sing / rap in Spanish, but I cannot talk Spanish worth a shit.
I can understand Spanish way better than I can speak it.
Yeah. God, we need to get you in the booth, bro.
Literally, what if, in a video, dog?
Yeah.
Be in a
In a
too.
video.
I
That would be
I actually
hard.
have a song too. I have a rap song, but I don't even know how I'd be able to find it though. Because I recorded a song for my Love and Hip Hop parody that never came out.
Love and hip
And I was a rapper. My name was Lil Ice.
Little eyes.
Bro, get DB on the phone, man.
No, we really should. At least Fat Boy. Get Fat Boy here.
You got a session on Wednesday.
You booked it. We talked to our receptionist. You booked.
But you're scared to leave your house, man. We can't even get you a session.
I mean, I'll come for that.
Oh no, dude! I really think the music video idea would be a great idea. You just need to come up with a song.
Can you
I'm
dance? Are you like? I feel like you can
Kinda.
dancing.
I can like stand there and look pretty better than I can dance, if that makes sense.
But that would be, I mean, that's such a name. for a
Yeah,
music
like
video.
just
You
slow motion standing there. I can
Yeah,
do
just
that
like
really
a little,
good.
like a little rocking back and forth.
Yeah. That's my
Esto para los tigres
specialty.
en el bloque. You know what I mean?
That's it.
That's my
I mean,
I like your pretend hair.
That's
Yeah, I
what
love
think.
that. That's good.
Bro, I wish I had long.
Yo,
I
give
tried
my
to grow
boy one of
my
those
hair.
wigs that you
I'll
don't
get
use.
you what color you want.
One at one point.
I tried, bro. So, like ever since when I got out active duty in the Marine Corps, I wanted to grow my hair out because I used to cut my hair once a week. You know, like bald once a week. And I'm like, oh, I'm not a slave anymore. I'm gonna let it grow out, and I just can't. I can't.
A lot of people can't go through that awkward phase.
Yes,
Yeah,
it kills
A lot
me.
of people hate
It
that.
kills me.
Bad. Like I think I got more lucky that my hair's curly
Yeah,
and
definitely.
like it just curls up and kind of like
Does its
doesn't
own
look as
thing.
long.
My when I first cut my hair and it was in that awkward phase, I cut it too short when I first cut it, and I was like, oh shit. But I was like, lucky, thank God, I don't leave the house. I always wear wigs. Nobody's gonna see me. But my hair's grown a little since I cut it, so it's fine now.
Yo, but the thing, Dawn did have like Justin Bieber hair, like back when Justin
Luscious.
Bieber was Justin
Really?
Bieber. Yeah,
Luscious, man. It
like
was.
in high school.
I used to just do this
I
shit
don't
all
know
the
why I
time.
can't imagine that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably because I'm such a fucking thug right now. Dog. That's probably what it is.
it was like so straight, came down like past his
Yeah,
ears.
literally.
Like,
And like my hair does like this weird, like it'll like curl like this, so it like curl from like back here too.
Ooh, I remember everybody had that Justin Bieber haircut.
Right.
Man, I wanted a haircut so bad, but I was black.
God, I feel like Justin Bieber looks like shit now, dude.
yeah.
it
Like, he
like
looks
shit.
he's so bad. So when did you start doing drag?
I started doing drag 2017, Halloween 2017.
Not that long ago then.
No, not that long. So technically, like in terms, I'm still a baby drag queen, but like I started doing it.
That's like a fetish, bro.
Baby drag queen.
No, that's like the term for it. Like when you first start, you're a baby drag queen, and then you grow up.
Sounds like
into
something
a
I'll
good one.
search on like Pornhub when I'm bored.
Baby drag queen.
I'm done with everything else. What else is there
And then
to
like
do?
what's like what's the like the boss level, like boss drag
Like, what's the
queen?
levels of drag queen?
Honestly, it's like I'm gonna do it from society's standpoint, and then I'm gonna do it from my standpoint.
Okay.
From society's standpoint is like you're a baby drag queen, you're a drag queen, you go on Drag Race, that's when you're established. To me, baby drag queen, I'm still a baby drag queen. Obviously, I'm that bitch regardless.
Right.
But like,
Facts.
I just feel like a lot of people think to
Took a
be
DNA
like a
test.
real drag queen, you have to go on TV and do Drag Race. That's not the case. What the fuck? Like, even if I decided not to go on TV and not to do all this extra shit, like, I'm still a bad bitch. But I feel like a lot of people think like you're a good drag queen once you go on TV and like show what you can do. But I feel like you don't need TV. Even though one day I'm gonna try, but
Yeah.
yeah,
So you
I
ever
feel like
been
you'll
like,
make it, especially now. You got like the little bit of
The
clout
following,
going, bro.
you definitely
a
would.
lot of people want me to go on Drag Race, but I'm like, I'm not ready yet, y'all. I feel like if I got there, I'd probably embarrass myself because I'm really just not ready yet. Because Drag Race is hard.
Dude, but you could go and like, cause is that like a whole like reality show and
Yeah, it's basically you take like 7 to 13 drag queens and put them in a competition, and it gets fucking.
What's the dude's
intense.
name? Ron Paul?
RuPaul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that dude's a bad bitch, bro.
And the thing is, like with drag queens, like we can be some bitches, you know. So like,
Yeah.
just a bunch of bitches in a competition.
Yeah,
so it can get
probably
really
dramatic
intense.
as fuck.
bro, but you could get huge off of that. I mean,
Oh,
like
yeah,
there's
very
people
huge.
that like might go for a show but lose the show, but end up being the most famous person out of that show because of
exactly.
their personality shows.
I feel like it's about like how you act after the show, like what you do with the recognition you
The
get
momentum
from
you
the
have
show. Yeah,
there.
it's what you do with that. It's how you're successful.
so have you done any shows or anything?
I haven't. I mean, I auditioned for Drag Race, but when I got to the video part, like the video audition, and I realized like how much really goes into this and like the contracts and all the other kind of shit like that, I was like, I'm not ready for this. Like,
Yeah.
that's a lot
Yeah.
that goes into it. So
That is.
I don't know, one day, but not right now.
Cause like going back to like Alan Golds and stuff, like I've watched the shows like cause like always at 12 o'clock. It was always at midnight. They did everything. Oh man, those dudes were getting it.
Yeah.
Like
Queen shit.
They get down.
and like dude, they're like I stood next like one of them like cause like after like they do the shows and stuff like they're in there at the bar doing whatever. They're still in their like outfits and stuff. And like these dudes, I had to look up to them, and I was just like, "What's up?" And like they look like they would play football and stuff, but like when they were doing the show, like they were getting down, they were like doing splits, doing all kinds of stuff, and I was just like, "Damn."
I remember it's
Queens
like
get
there's like
down.
a second floor. And I remember standing on the second floor, and then like they like jumped up there, crawl like someone like because you tip
they
them,
just jump down
and then like
Lynch's
so jumped up, dollar like in their mouth, just, and then jump back down. Oh, it was so hard.
And like they always had like the best perfume always too. Like they were always like
yeah.
perfumed up. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, every queen has their own scent.
Yeah.
You know, I went into me and Kevin one time walked into a store. I might be making this up, but I think this happened. But we walked in the store.
You make out with a man once, and then you have to hear the story every time.
We walk into a Bath and Body Works, and Kevin's like, "Man, it smells like whores in here, dog." I'm like, "You mean like scentful lotion, dog?" Like he's just like, what's the word I'm looking for?
I use whores as a term of endearment, by the way.
He's just like
All right, I've redefined the word whores.
he used that correlation between like good smelling stuff and like whores he slept with. So just yeah,
Dude, Kevin's a virgin. Yeah. He's never slept with no
in the
one.
butt,
Congratulations.
maybe.
It took me a lot. You know, it's been really hard, but I've stuck in there.
Yeah,
Though.
I'm proud of
stuck
you.
in there. All right, so give us the levels of the drag, bro.
I feel like for me, it's like, well, for me, when I first started, I didn't know how to do my own makeup like at all. I used to have someone do my makeup for me. And then I got to the point where I'm like, if I want to go out or if I want to do my makeup, like I can't always call this person, hey, can you do this for me? So I started practicing myself. And I feel
You started doing this at what age?
2017.
20, I think I was like 19, I think 19.
Was it the first time you ever put like makeup on, or you tried to put makeup on, or?
Yeah. Well, I had worn makeup like for like 2 seconds before. It was never serious.
Okay.
And then like when I started to get older and I started to understand makeup a little more, that's when I was like, hold on, I might be able to do something with this shit. And then when I feel like with makeup, like everybody thinks like, oh, I'm so bad at it. But really, it just takes practice. Like the more you do it, the more you get to know your face, the more you know your face shape, like you can get it really easy.
Yeah.
Oh, here, let me just close. We're okay.
Nah, it's still rolling.
So I guess like as far as like makeup, like have you gone through like different like makeup styles? I guess.
Oh
like,
my God, yeah. It's so bad. Like looking at my makeup when I first started versus now is like, who is this bitch? Like it's so bad.
Right.
I feel like that's anybody though that sees like old pictures
old
of them
pictures,
and then
yeah.
new pictures of them. You're like, what the hell? I know I'm definitely like with the braids. Like I'm definitely when I'm older, I'm gonna be like, why the hell did I wear braids for
Yeah,
so
it's
long?
so funny because like I'll look at old pictures of my makeup, and back then I was like, yeah, I'm that bitch. But now looking at it, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
But like even I'll look back at this and be like, ew, what am I wearing? But I mean, I feel like I look pretty good.
You ever
today,
thought
so-
about like going full winter?
What do you
Ever
mean?
like just full winter, like not doing like not being,
Like transitioning?
Yeah, like full.
People ask me that often, but no, honestly. I feel like with me, like personally for me, this is more of a character kind of thing. Like this is something to make Chris feel good. Like it makes Chris, because Winter can do things that Chris can't, you know? Like I feel like for me, this was like something that really like, how do I word this? Like say if little kid Chris walked in here right now, he would be like, he'd probably cry out of happiness.
Like
you know?
just out of like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's like a
Yeah.
big relief that I'm able to do what I do, I guess I could say.
Yeah, that's awesome.
For
I
like
mean, yeah.
me.
So it's kind of like an outlet, like
Yeah.
be able to like be.
And especially that like I love making people laugh and stuff like that. So the way I can like use this as myself and to make other people laugh, like it's a really good thing for me.
So what'd your parents say whenever you first started doing the drag?
Ooh, I remember I was so scared to tell them just because of how they reacted when I was younger. But I told my dad first and he was like, okay. And I was like, don't tell mom. He told my mom.
Of course.
Yeah. So I'm like, don't tell mom. And he told my mom. And she was like, why didn't you tell me? And I'm like, I don't, and she's like, I don't care. And then like, I think with my parents, especially when they first found out that I was like gay or whatever, I feel like my parents know that I'm gonna do what I want to do regardless. And it's like with this whole drag thing, whether they would have liked it or not, I would have still been doing this because I make my own money. I do this, I do that. So like, I'm allowed to spend my money how I want, you know? So I feel like my parents are really good with it now just because they've seen my growth with it. They see how confident it makes me, my how successful I've gotten with it. So I think they just have a different appreciation because they see that this is something that I take serious. Because I can easily, like, this is my job now, you know?
That
And
is
I think
awesome.
they see that.
That is awesome.
And you say you're black or you mixed? Or you mixed?
I'm black and a quarter Korean.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that explains the beautiful fucking eyes you have.
Oh, thank
Because
you.
yeah, you know, I've always looked. You're
Thank
Yeah,
you.
your eyes are really pretty.
Yeah, my dad's half
Quarter
Korean.
Korean.
Should we step out, dude?
I wish. No, I wish, but no.
So like, so your dad was more supportive than your mom was
Yeah,
at first.
and it's so crazy because a lot of the time for people, it's like the other way around.
Right.
But my dad, when I was younger, was really supportive of me, way more supportive than my mom was. But I mean, of course, it's like one of those things, I think from my mom's perspective, it's like, this is my child. And it's like, you know, I had a little boy, like I didn't expect this and blah, blah, blah. So it's like, I think it just took them a while to like warm up to me because I was already warmed up to myself. So I think they needed to like adjust to who I was,
Yeah.
which I feel like they did.
I feel like when parents have a kid and they say, okay, you have a boy or a girl, they kind of have like this like image in their head, like,
Yeah.
okay, he's gonna be like this, he like all this like dumb shit that they're probably not even gonna do. Like he's gonna be a football player,
Yeah,
like all this like,
athletic.
Because a lot of
Yeah.
parents, like when they have a
Sports.
kid, they want their kid to be just like them. Like, I
Yeah.
want my kid to be this, this, and this, but like, that's not how shit works, you know?
So the quarter Korean part, where does that come from? Like, your-
My dad is a half Korean, and that just makes me a quarter.
So-
And my grandma's full blood Korean.
so your dad's half Korean and half.
How did that happen?
My grandma's full Korean, and she
Right.
got with a black guy, and they made my dad.
Shout
Where
out
did they meet?
grandma. Getting down.
I don't know where they met, honestly. It's a little weird for me because, like, I don't necessarily know the Korean side of my family just because, like, from a Korean standpoint, you know, my grandma, she got with a black guy. So, like, all her family is like, you know, like, no, this isn't like what's going to happen. So, I think from what I'm, like, under my impression, she kind of got shunned out when she first got with my grandpa and has been shunned out since. But my grandpa died before I was born, so I don't really know that much of that side of my family. I just know, like, what I am, and I know my grandma, but other than that, then I don't
Man,
really.
imagine like throughout history, like how much shit people in like interracial relationships have gone through, dude. Even going back to like slavery and shit, man. Like,
It's insane, man.
Definitely.
It's insane.
wow.
Do you know any Korean?
I know Oma and Opa, that means mom and dad, and I could say Hanoto, say ne. I can count to like 5 or 4, but that's it.
Good, dude. It's good.
Wow. Yeah,
I took Chinese for an entire year in high school. I didn't
No,
know
I took
shit.
Chinese for 3 years. I don't know.
That's insane.
Well, Ola she was like something.
Ni hao ma.
You
is
said,
like-
you said hola, like just hi, dude.
I said, whoa.
You said hola and shit, dude. You said hola shit.
Whoa, Jiao is my name is. Was it?
I don't know
it's
any
good,
Ni hao ma's
bro.
hello, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I want to learn Korean though, like for sure, but my grandma, I rarely ever get to see her. It's so funny on my graduation card, she can't write in English, so she had to write it out in Korean, like this long ass message. It was
Wow.
cute.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
man.
That's
So
so.
awesome.
So does your dad know Korean or?
No, he doesn't know. I know more Korean than my dad does.
Hell yeah. You still live with your parents or?
A lot, and I get a lot of shit for that for still living with my parents, but like, I'm gonna live with my parents until I can't anymore. Like I don't know about anybody else.
I have a
but-
spare bedroom in my house. You know, honestly,
I'm 27. I just moved out of my parents' house 6 months ago.
Yeah, literally.
I want to stay.
And I think
Yeah.
I think what George did was like literally the best. So obviously free reign. His parents let him do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
But met his wife. Eventually got married. And I'm like, okay, moved
Our
out,
wife,
got a
please.
house. No, it's just him. He's just the one who was married. But
sometimes I forget. Like it's a StanleyOni Boyz.
yeah,
What?
no. Some things are separate. We're not always together. Yeah.
No, but my parents, they're mad cool. Like we had
good.
I
It
literally
looks like Super Mario. Like,
It really does. Super Mario. But no, I literally like lived in my parents' basement.
Oh, okay.
And like the basement, like it was like it had its own separate like door to go out. It had its entrance, whatever. So like my parents literally are like, "Yo, let us know when you come. Let us know when you leave." That's literally it. We don't care about anything
Wow.
else. You pay your shit. Give us whatever whenever. Like if we need anything, don't help us out, whatever. That was it. And like I was just
It's convenient.
Yeah.
doing.
See, I think
dumb
for me,
shit.
it's like the way my house is set up is like after, like, say if that past that door, like there's a bathroom here, my room, and a spare room. So basically, I have my own side of the house
Yeah.
on the other side of the door. And it's really good for me just because I think it's easier for me because I'm an only child and I still get babied by my parents a little bit. So like I'm just extremely thankful for what I
Yeah,
have.
no, stay there. Stay there as long as
No,
you
yeah,
can.
because
I'm gonna
then
try for
then-
real.
Yeah, as long as you can.
you gotta pay mortgage and your utility bill. Oh, fuck that! Jesus Christ! I thought about
It
being.
fucking sucks, guys. It fucking sucks.
Yeah, I thought about just staying here for fucking ever. Dog. Like I'm just gonna sleep at the studio for the
This
rest of my
adult shit
life.
is not for me.
Yeah,
I
it's like-
can't.
Fucking sucks, man.
Yeah. I literally, I would
Then if
rather
like the
sleep
light
here.
bill, like mine is doing the 9th, and it's like if you don't pay it the same fucking day, like if you
Black-
wait like one more day, that shit goes up, and it's like fuck, and I was like,
Oh shit! I did not know that.
yeah, it fucking sucks, man. You gotta get your fucking yard mowed all the time. Like, just a lot.
That's the worst part of adulting is getting.
Why
your
like getting
lawn
your
mowed.
yard mowed sounds like a sexual thing? Like, yeah, I got my
Getting your
yard
yard
mowed.
mowed.
Oh.
It doesn't.
Kel, I feel like you hate like any like the home
Physical.
Yeah, but George
yeah.
loves that shit.
I love that shit.
I
George
hate
loves
it,
that
dude. I
shit.
got like
I hate
literally,
that
I got a guy to fix my toilet the other day, and all he did was like he opened the thing, got one thing out, and put like another thing in there, and then closed it, and it's like $60.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I could have like Googled it and like
Yeah.
figured out how to do it
Yeah.
myself.
That's literally what I do.
But it's like George said though, any like physical labor, I'm just like nah, not with it.
I would rather fuck up something at my house before I pay somebody to do
So you
it.
gotta just have your entire floor just
Yeah.
fucking flooded.
I will fucking do it myself with YouTube.
Tell him how you fucked up your pool, dog. You fucked up
my
your
pool fucked up by itself. We had brunch at my house. I had a pool.
so fucking funny.
So like I had a pool and like it was the first time ever having a pool and stuff. So like I googled it, looked it up, like went to the pool store, got all the chemicals and stuff. It was like $300-$400. Put it in there. Literally, I just had to wait like 2-3 days just for like the chemicals kind of like adjust with the water and stuff, clear it up, and like it was almost ready to like go in there and swim. We had brunch at my house one day. Like, we're just out here on the porch having brunch, not even paying attention to the pool or anything, and I go outside one time, I drink a beer with them, come back in, start cooking again, go outside again. And I noticed the pool started like going down a little bit.
a tiny bit.
And then I was like, nah. So then I go back inside, start cooking again, come back outside, I see it go down again. And I was like, I'm gonna go check. So there was a little hole, probably about like the size of like a quarter. And I was like, crap. I was like, the water's like going out. So I go over there, I try to like cover it up.
With a trash bag.
Yeah. Well, like something I could like cover it up with.
Yeah.
And then like it covered up for like 10 seconds. Like I stood up and I was like, yep, that's it. It's done. And as soon as I turned around, that thing just opened. And like
just
all the
hear
water comes out.
No, I'd have been so embarrassed. Everybody go home. I'd have been
Yeah.
like,
I was just like, wow. I just stared at it. I was like, yep. there
What's
goes-
worse that you literally spent like $200-$300 to put the chemicals to clean the water in, just for it to run out into someone else's
Yeah.
yard.
I would have told everybody go home. I would've been
I was
That's
just
it.
like, well, I guess I gotta get drunk now. Yeah. I was like, nothing else to do.
So when did you decide to download TikTok? When was your caving
when we
moment?
first went into quarantine, when the virus first happened, and my job was like, "Hey, we're gonna be in quarantine," I was like, "I'm not about to just sit in this fucking house all day." So I started TikTok. My cousin kind of showed me how to use it, and then ever since then, I started doing it. And then like, because when we first got into quarantine, my cousin was trapped with us for like a month ish, so I had nothing but time to like kind of learn how to use TikTok, and that's when it started. So April of last year, right? I think April, May, one of those.
Was your cousin like blown up on TikTok too? Or?
No.
No?
She doesn't post like I do.
Is she mad about that?
No, she's one of those people that kind of just watches it. So when I asked, I was like, "How the fuck do you use this shit?" She was like, "Here," and I was like, "Okay." I felt all old and shit. I was like, okay.
It's hard how to like. I don't know, come up with like content like on
No,
TikTok.
it can be really hard to
It just
like,
seems so hard.
especially because like we talked about earlier, since TikTok is so big,
Yeah.
it's so hard to be original.
Oh.
But it sucks when you are original and people copy your shit. That's that is so frustrating. Because
No,
it's
tell
like-
us about it. Tell us
it's one
about
of
it.
those situations where like, you know what? I'll use a prime example.
All right.
The trend that I'm doing right now is the whole camera thing, right?
Yeah.
I did not invent that trend like at all. If you go back to like the very first camera video I did, I say in the caption, "This is an old trend. I miss it. It used to be so funny." Never said I started the trend and never blah blah blah. But you can't say I didn't bring the trend back because hella people are doing it. Which of course
Like
is
me
fun.
and JT, we brought sexy back, both of us.
Boom. But-
Justin
But
Timberlake.
it's like it's one of those situations where like you can do this, but if you're gonna do it and steal my entire personality with it, that's when you need to give me credit for it. Because bitches are doing it and acting just like me. So like you can do it and be nice and blah blah
They'll
blah.
be like, hey,
It's
my
not
name's
about
Winter.
that.
Okay,
Yeah.
my name's Winter Vanity.
Tell us who it is. Say it by name. Let's get it.
I don't know their
They
name.
just say your
No,
name
exactly.
backwards.
Don't know their names.
I don't know them.
Fuck
like,
them,
'cause ain't
nameless
nobody.
bastards.
It's just frustrating because it's like I'm not trying to say I did this first and blah blah blah.
No, fuck them.
But it's like one of those situations where if you're gonna act like me, at least at me in it.
Yeah,
Come on
yeah.
now.
Give me a shout out, yo.
It's stupid.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Can't really, because we don't really, I mean, we just, podcasters. Like I said, we were trying to do the more skits thing. And, fuck, I don't know. It's just hard to, well, actually, what's our deal? Why don't we do it, right? Just because we don't, set a date?
There's no reason.
We just don't set a date.
There's no reason we don't do it. We're just-
For me, the TikTok thing is like, I don't know. Like, do you feel like more like confident like online than you do like in person?
I feel the same.
Like talking to people and like.
I've always been pretty good at talking to people. I feel like now I may be a little more awkward just because I've been in the house for so long.
Yeah.
Right.
But
I don't think so.
I feel
just
pretty
don't see
confident
it.
between outside and on the internet. I feel
You see,
pretty
like
good
for
about it.
me, like I always feel like good, like in public. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like at parties or like if I'm doing a show, I'm on stage. Like I can do whatever, bro. Like I'm just a crazy guy, just throwing beer and water on everybody. Like I'm good.
insane.
But when it comes,
Mentally insane.
But when it comes,
Issues.
yeah, the issues. Like it's
Like
kind of
issues like getting on top of your car and making
Yeah, no,
your
it's
roof
bad.
incident and stuff.
yeah, standing on cars, breaking random shit. But like I'm good like in that. But for some reason, like doing the whole like camera thing, like I'm just like I feel stupid.
awkward.
I feel dumb as fuck. I'm just like doing random cuts like to music.
Yeah,
I'm just
I
like,
mean, it's weird. I think it's not weird for me just because I've been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
So like, if right now I wanted to like tune out and film a video, I can do that. Like y'all aren't even here.
Yeah.
Just because I've been doing it for so long, but it can be so weird because from the outside in, you're just a dumbass talking to your phone. Like, especially when I film out in public. That like the people that stare at me like I'm a fucking crazy person. But then again, it's like if you really look at it, like if I saw a Don out filming a video, this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna look away. Like it's not my business. But bitches are like,
yeah. Especially like you said, like he said we were watching your like your little vlogs. I hate calling people shit little. We're watching your vlogs,
Why you say it?
and you did one at Starbucks or something, and like all the people were like staring at you and stuff. Like I don't know, people. I guess it's also like a small town, so any like little thing that's
Yeah,
out of the
that's
normal,
very
people are
true.
like, that's weird.
yeah. I mean, then again, I like attention too. So
Hell yeah.
people,
Same.
Man, it's like
I always
doing-
say I don't, but I fucking love it.
It's like doing a podcast. Like when we first started, I remember like we'll sit there and like I would get nervous as fuck. I would be like,
Oh,
fuck,
would
I
you
gotta get the jitters out. I gotta do this. I was like always get tensed up and like I couldn't even say the intro right to begin with.
We start the whole submit your questions, the would you rather's like for the stories. We originally started that to get the jitters out.
Yeah.
We originally started that so we could like be
Oh.
used to kind
Warm
of
up.
being on camera, like talking like to somebody. I mean, at first it was weird, which is crazy because you're just having a conversation.
Yeah, yeah,
You're like
yeah.
now, like you probably forgot you were even interviewing you. You know?
I did. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it's just after just doing it so long, but it's. Yeah, I mean, practice.
Yeah, for
Practice is everything.
So also, I feel like it's also like I don't give a fuckness too, man. Like at the end of the day,
Yeah.
like we're all gonna fucking die. So like, why not do what you love?
That's what I say all the time. I could literally die
we
like
have
on the way
so many
home,
things
you
in
know?
common, Winter. That's crazy.
But it's true though, like it's one of those situations where like I could literally die at any moment. So I'm gonna be happy with myself, you
There
know.
you go,
like,
man.
It's stupid.
You know, if you sit on the couch with somebody, have a connection. Try it. You know what I'm saying? Go for it.
So, Winter, you have anything coming out? Anything you're working on?
Let me think. I'm working on yet not working on. I did a Euphoria parody.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, around October. So I'm technically working on a season 2 of my Euphoria thing. But other than that, that's all I'm really doing is just TikTok and chilling at home.
It's good. How often do you upload? Like on YouTube?
On YouTube, I used to basically do it every Saturday, but now that I've gotten a little more wrapped up in TikTok, I don't really upload on YouTube as much. Like I have videos there, but I just for some reason forget to post them. Right. But like for me not posting on YouTube is my substitute for TikTok because like I'll post like 12 TikToks a day. Like it's nothing. Yeah.
Is that easy?
Oh yeah. Wow. Well, it's not that easy, but it's just one of those situations where like I really treat it like a job. Right. So like I wake up, do my makeup, and I just go until I can't, and then I stop. And then I take a rest day the next day, and then I do it again the next.
Wow. 12 videos a day though? That's like I
on
feel like
average,
it's a
like
lot.
I post until my followers are like, "Bitch, why are you posting so much?"
Like
That's
chill
when
out.
I'm like, okay, let me shut up then. That's when it's time for me to shut up.
Yeah. All right. So, what are 3 things you're thankful for before we go?
3 things I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for my confidence. I'm thankful for my parents. And I'm thankful for the support that I always get. Beautiful, for sure.
Well, when anything else you want to talk about before we close this out?
No.
Hell yeah, that's good.
All right.
That's good.
Winner, thank you. As always,
course, thank you for
StanleyOni
having
Boyz.
me.
Appreciate you so much.
Corre los SOB, dime G, le pasé por lado y no lo vi, no lo vi, no lo